Sure.
You're looking for the ring. Arnold, firstly, just assess the performance tonight. There's a lot to talk about you against Southpaws, 2 fights ago, Sean McCollum. Just talking about how you felt in there tonight and the performance overall.
Oh man, I think it was damn. I think I think it was flawless, man. Honestly, I didn't think the scorecards were that close, but understand that I'm in his territory. I don't think that people understand what we just did. We came to his hometown, all the hype's on him, and we just did that, man. Shout out to my manager, Rick, Golden Boy Promotions. Man, the best trainer in the game, man, hands down, my father with the game plan. After that, Sean McCollum fight, he really did his homework and he really adjusted to everything, man. So shout out to Golden Boy, man. Shout out to Eddie Hearn as well for having me, man, and I appreciate it.
And in terms of your father, you said to give him his flowers. Just tell me about the game plan tonight. What was kind of the thought process going into tonight?
Yeah, man. Like I said, growing up, I always wanted respect, and that's something that me and my father haven't gotten in this sport. After everything we've done, and now my father can say he's a champion coach. And the game plan, man, people don't understand what we do. We're in Big Bear, isolated. It's the altitude, the solitude. It's not easy. Being away from, I missed my daughter's birthday. It was the 10th. I was out here. I missed, I do that, what I'm saying? And that's why I knew I was going to come out victorious, because I just sacrificed so much, man. And shout out to Pops, man. He, trust me, this guy is crazy about boxing, man, and his game plans are crazy, man. So shout out to Pops. Thank you.
And were you worried when you were waiting for the last scorecard and you knew it was one apiece?
Yeah, man, I was fucking worried, I was like, dang, man, you can't take this from me, man, because I just felt so good. I didn't feel him land anything significant, nothing, like I didn't feel no disrespect, I just didn't feel nothing that they get me worried about, and I'm so glad that the referee seen that it wasn't a knockdown, he hit me in maybe he touched me in my body, but it was a trip, so man, look, shout out to Jack Catterall, man, one heck of a fighter. Shout out to Manchester, man, you guys are amazing out here. The crowd was electric.
What's next? I've seen you tweeting about Teofimo Lopez saying he's ducking. How likely is it that you can get that fight? I mean, it looks like he's 1 week he's doing something, then the next week he's doing something else.
Man, Rick, how long have we been trying
Look, I'm going to text Teofimo tonight, and I'm going to text Keith Conley. I'm going to call both of them. I'm going to text Teofimo tonight when we get in the car. I'm going to call his manager, Keith Conley, who I know is a good guy. And then I'm going to be in Saudi next week for Virgil Ortiz's fight, so I'm going to tell Turkey face-to-face, let's put this fight on in Alcatraz. All this Alcatraz talk, well, that WBO belt has been in Alcatraz for 3 years. So it's only fitting that Arnold fights Teofimo at Alcatraz like they're talking about, but we're not going to waste any time. We'll know by Monday morning.
Yeah, I've been number one in the WBO for 2 years. He's been able to pick whoever he's wanted, for the past 2 years, and he's picked guys that have 7 losses. He hasn't fought anybody in the top 1 or 2. I don't think he would have fought me or Jack. I think he vacates the belt. We were with Top Rank, the same promoter, for about 2 years, 3 years, and he didn't want to take the fight.
Is there any chance that if that fight doesn't happen to rematch Jack, would that be a fight you'd look at?
No, man. There's no reason to come back out here and fight him unless he gets a belt or something. Because we're on to the next level, man. We're on to something else. You know what I mean? There's no reason to fight him again. Not now.
Matt Lennon for Boxing Social. Arnold, that performance was night and day in comparison to the Sean McCollum fight. What's changed for you? Because it seems to be completely different.
This man right here.
Totally different fighters. I mean, you got to give credit to Sean McCollum. He went and put up a hell of a good performance. Tall, lanky, great boxer. A lot of people don't want to fight him. That's the reason they don't want to fight him. But I mean, like I said, we never turned down any opponents, and we just move on to the next guy.
Arnold, if you can't get Teofimo Lopez next, what is next for you? Is it just biggest and the best fights? You look obviously to unify. If you can't get that fight, what is the next option?
Well, I'm definitely gonna be looking to unify and get the biggest fights, but I know this psychopathic, bald-headed maniac right here next to me, to the right. is gonna find something big. Trust me, man. You see Ramirez is fighting Haney, you know. So it's something big's coming next, man. We don't know what it is yet. We gotta wait for Teofimo Lopez, you know, to see what he wants to do, and we'll see what happens.
Congrats.
Regan Slaymaker for Not Just Boxing. Arnold, I mean, how does it feel to get such a big away win as well? You didn't do this back at home, you've done this in Manchester away. It must be a nice feeling.
Man, it's the best feeling in the, like, you know, other than getting baptized, my kids being born is probably this next best feeling. You know, this is amazing, man. You know, we train very hard for this. This is like, you know, I remember, you know, coming up, you know, in the ranks and seeing fighters come out here and getting booed and like, you know, and fighting out here. I'm like, man, I want to fight out there one day. You know, I want to fight someone from them. I want to feel that energy. I want to get booed. You know, like it'll turn me on. You know what I mean? Like, so that's what it was today. When I walked in the ring, when I heard those boos when they announced my name to walk out, you guys don't even imagine the feeling. I was just full of adrenaline, man. It was amazing.
Look, nights like this restore faith in the sport of boxing. You know, the stage was set for all of us to see in a close fight and go this way, that way. When their feet got tangled up in the middle of this fight and it looked like a knockdown, and that ref did what was right, my faith in this sport was renewed. That's all I can tell you. And to put it in another perspective, he quit his job, his union job in LA, and he chased his dream with a family, everything else, and from that point had the hardest road you can imagine. And look, I'm an aggressive manager to a fault at some points, and I went at it with Top Rank for a number of years, just trying to secure his opportunity. Now, I love Top Rank. They're like family to me, a dysfunctional family, we all are, but we could not get an opportunity. Teofimo 3 times, Regis Prograis, and Arnold had a contract to fight, but then he went to Matchroom at the last second. We couldn't secure the opportunity, and some of it wasn't their fault, but in life all we ever need is an opportunity. And these kind of stories and these endings, this is what makes boxing great. This is what we love, and that's why it's so special.
Definitely, and Jack's been on a run of Jorge Linares, Josh Taylor and Regis Prograis. I mean, many considered him the number one in the division. Would you now consider yourself the number one in the division?
Well, he never faced Arnold Barboza Jr. until today. You know what I'm saying? I told him it was different. Like everyone, you know, everybody, they say the same things, man. When they get in before the fight, oh, this and that. But then they get in the ring and they're like, oh, something different. You know. But look, man, I'm happy, man. I'm excited. I hope, you know, that boxing respect I get my respect. You know, he's been ranked, like you said, in the top 3, and I think everything. You know, Ring Magazine. You're talking about, you know, sanctioning bodies and BoxRec on the world. You know, so I hope that they bump me up. You know, and I get my respect, man. You know, we came out here and we did what was supposed to be impossible. You know, it was supposed to be his, you know, like little homecoming and, you know, his thing. But you know, we did it.
Okay, everyone, congratulations to Arnold. One more, yeah?
Arnold, right over here. Marcos Vegas, Fight TV. Just a question for you and your dad. Either or could answer first, but has it set in yet? And what does this victory mean to you, given the opportunities you didn't get prior and the long and hard road it took for you to get here?
Oh, definitely. I mean, this is something that, like you said, I mean, we took the chance and we've always been wanting to fight the best. Unfortunately, this will now puts Lopez where he can't run, he can't hide. He definitely has to fight us now, 100% positive, or move up. I mean, this is something that we've been waiting, like Rick mentioned. He passed on us 3 different times when he was with Top Rank, we were with Top Rank. And I mean, that's the reason we left Top Rank, because I mean, they couldn't provide the fight. It's not their fault, but this is definitely puts us, that's the reason we took this fight, because this will put his back against the wall.
And Marco, let me tell you something, because this is very interesting. Arnold didn't have to fight Jack. Arnold could have made the same amount of money fighting the guy 10 times less risky, and his answer to me was, don't even say that again to me. I want that fight. So it makes it even more special, you know, from that standpoint, because like you said, Jack was the guy right now. And this fight with 10,000 people and a well-promoted fight from Matchroom and the environment, it just doesn't get any better.
Yeah, you know, I remember, you know, when Rick said, he's like, hey, you know, you can fight at home in LA, main event, the same day, same amount of money, you know, with this guy, you know, and I was like, bro, like we gotta go to the UK, you know, and you know, and Oscar said, hey, that's where people, like, champions become great, you know, to go take that risk and do that. So we did it. You know, I'm very confident. Like, that's why, you know, when people were saying, oh, I sold out, well, bro, it didn't sell out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here because I believe in myself. I'm here because of the training that we do. If you guys see the training camp that we have, man, we're in a cabin with like 7 guys just having fun. You know what I mean? And it's all work. You know what I'm saying? Work is work fun, man. And you know, shout out to the team, man, everybody, man. You know, shout out to Kadosh Recovery, man, to Chef Tunes, my sparring partner, man, Brian Samaripa, you know, and Daniel, man. Shout out to you know, Jose De La Torre, man, Jesus Lopez, Chewy, my mentors, man. Shout out to the whole squad, man, because you know what, man, they all contributed.
If you sum them up in one word, Marco, and you describe the fighter, because we all can pick a fighter and pick a word. Discipline is Arnold Barboza, in and out of the ring. And I've got 18 different fighters. I've worked with many people, many scenarios. He's one of the most disciplined people in and out of the ring I've ever seen. Doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, doesn't party, doesn't go out. He lives in the gym year round. It's a rare thing nowadays with what we all see in the sport. And today he was rewarded for that.
And then it's funny because after my last fight, my dad's like, take 2 weeks off. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm gonna take a week off. We're fighting for time off, and he's like, well, just take a week then and come back. I was like, all right, I'll take a week off, you know. But I still that week off, man. I'm still in the treadmill running, you know. I wake up at 5:30 in the morning every day, and this guy's calling me. Yeah, I know he's up, you know what I mean. So we have our conversations in the morning, man. 5:30 in the morning, like some crazy.
Yeah, he's up. He really is up around 5 a.m. every day. I get up at like 4:30 and work because you deal with people all over the world, and time zones are different. But he's up every single day. And look, when you look at a champion and what a champion has to go through and who they are and what they are, the fact that, to me, a champion is defined by what he doesn't do right and if he can correct it. That's a champion. And when his dad put together these game plans and comes back, and Arnold makes the adjustments, and he does it, corrects the mistakes, that's what a champion is. That's the definition of a champion to me. And I think he showed that tonight. There's no way anyone can say a single word after a performance in Manchester against Jack Catterall like this. There's nothing you can say.
And also, you know, one thing that I got from Don Chewy and you know, Jesus and you know and a former unified champion, Daniel Roman, was, I remember he told me when he was champion, he's like, hey bro, like, you know, it was hard to become champion, but it's even harder to keep it. You know, because you gotta, you know, you gotta think about it. Your next fight is gonna be someone that's working just as hard like you were working to get the belt. You know, so that stuck with my mind. We're gonna continue working. We're gonna train harder than ever. Ready for the next one.
But there's one exception to that. Teofimo hasn't fought in 6 years, so I don't think he's working that hard right now, and I love him.
Yeah.
So we'd love him to come out of hiding in retirement.
Yeah.
And meet us at Alcatraz. I'll buy him a ticket to the island, I'll pay for it. But we need to see Teofimo at Alcatraz. We do.
And we had to put him back against the wall, literally. So we'll see what happens.
He might not leave Alcatraz, guys. Teofimo may be stuck there the rest of his life after this next fight, I'm telling you.
Thank you guys, I appreciate you.
Thanks everyone.